Interesting because a lot of the last match that took place happened outside the ring. And what happened essentially was that Rex Atkins, he found himself kind of on the downside of here. He had a garbage can put on his head.
And his opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 205 pounds, the OSPW Hardcore Champion. Give it up for McGee.
And now, wrestling fans, here he is, the OSPW heavyweight, or excuse me, hardcore champion here. Kind of thinking ahead of myself here. Oh, you shut up too, you mother puss bucket. You know what you're doing. Here he is, Mike McGee, the true veteran here at OSPW and hardcore champion. He's even been trained and has been on shows with the likes of Sergeant Slaughter and Abdullah the Butcher and Bruiser Brody. So with some of those folks, I mean, you can just wonder why hardcore would be the title of his choosing.
Very correct. I have refereed several matches with Mike McGee. For an older gentleman, he has got a heart of a champion, and that's why he is the hardcore champion here at OSPW. I look for good things from Mike McGee here in the future.
This is Mike McGee's 22nd year in professional wrestling, and yes, hands over the hardcore title as he makes his way in, and the return match between him and Rex Atkins is going to be about to be underway here very shortly. All right, here we go, wrestling fans. Once again, welcome to some more great action here at OSPW, as this is the rematch between Rex Atkins and Mike McGee for the Hardcore Championship. And Ashleigh Vayda is at ringside here with Rex Atkins, and now this is a last man standing match here, so whether pin counts may not even matter here. Whoever is answering the bell, no matter how much damage or punishment is inflicted here. Right now, wait a minute now, Mike McGee just allowing Rex Atkins here to come into the ring, and he'll leave the chair for him. It's up to him if he wants to use it, but we'll see what happens here. Rex Atkins going to look for some gold all of a sudden, and now Mike McGee, remembering now it's him.
Do they even need a referee for this match, Bruiser?
I don't know if the referee's about. I'm also joined at ringside here by producer extraordinaire Jazz Miles of WrestleBlast TV, and now you can see both men here. Kind of wondering here is Mike McGee was trying to figure out is he's thinking that, well, he's given him a second opportunity, so this is his opportunity to say, hey, come and bring it. Mike, and of course Mike McGee, he's not one to back down from anything.
This is like when you're a young kid and you always wanted to knock your old man around, so Mike McGee might get knocked around by this young kid here, Rex Atkins.
Well, it's from last month's event, of course. We saw a lot of great action between these two. Big clothesline that time by Mike McGee, and now the chair coming into play right away. The hardcore champ. Great eye gouge, just old school style there by Rex Atkins. Big boot to the face that time, and McGee taking the worst end of that one. And now, Atkins with a shot to the head, trying to follow it up here, a couple of them this time. He's the grandson of wrestling legend and trainer Fred Atkins, and Jason Phoenix, also one of the trainers here of Rex Atkins. Jason Phoenix been around, and we may be seeing him in the future. Oh yes, and on this card, as a matter of fact here, Big J.
Isn't he also the grandson of the gentleman that the Atkins diet?
Well, I don't know, but some folks may or may not say it worked. I don't know, that's up to you there, Big J. I ain't gonna get involved there. Yet you can see Jazz right now. It's Mike McGee with the upper hand here. Great DDT that time brings down Rex Atkins, and well, he's gone to the chair a couple of times, but now this is maybe this is going to be the time to use it here. We'll see what happens. Being the hardcore champion, yes, he will, coming down to the small of the back.
Now, the thing that surprises me the most is, like, Mike's been around for a long time, but he's really let this Rex Atkins get to him under his skin in a way I don't expect a 22-year veteran to do, Bruiser.
Absolutely right here is Rex Atkins here having the attitude, I mean, believes that this is his opportunity here to make himself well known here at OSPW. As right now they take the action to the outside of the ring. Big knife edge chop that time by Rex Atkins. McGee going down, and wait a minute. pulling an old Broad Street bully move here from the Philadelphia Flyers with a shirt over the face. But here, Atkins follows up, scooping a slam down right on the mat that time. And now Atkins, that took its toll here. As you can see, Big J, that took a lot out of him just for that slam alone.
You got that right. But hey, he's got a lot more to come. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's going under the ring. He's going to start the hardcore part right now.
Wait a minute. We've seen this come into play before, but now Rex Atkins using the crutch and nailing Mike McGee with it. Here's the shot. Oh, no. He's got now the sharp edge of the crutch now gouging into the forehead of Mike McGee.
Bruiser, this is something else. I've been waiting for this match for a long time. I want to see what this Rex Atkins going to do here in OSPW. He's looking like he's bringing it like a young lion, but I'm sure Mike McGee's not going to give up too easy in the last man standing. Oh, big vertical suplex.
Vertical suplex that time, and McGee goes down hard, and Atkins again, I mean, even though it's a hardcore championship, a title is a title here at OSPW, and that's what brings you up the ranks eventually here as you keep going on with your ventures here in OSPW. From here, could be from other belts aside, but now this is a great opportunity here for Rex Atkins here to kind of take advantage here, but needs to inflict more punishment because, as we all know, Mike McGee's motto is, I will not die.
He will not, but if Rex has anything to do with it, it looks like he's going to make McGee die. And if it's my understanding, if Rex wins, he will be the youngest OSPW hardcore champion ever.
Well, he has been quite the champion in his legendary battles with the glamorous Glenn Dillon. And now Ashleigh Vayda on the outside here giving Mike McGee a shot for his money.
So does that make Mike McGee the oldest champion, hardcore champion of all time?
In what area? That's what we're talking about here. Chronologically or just, well, that's true here with Glenn Dillon. You never know. But now, wait a minute. Rex Atkins, person on top. McGee catches him. Throws him off here, a la Ric Flair style here. Goes to that maneuver all the time, but never pays off. And Rex Atkins trying to think that, well, that'll work for him. Yet, possibly, yep, old school style. Mike McGee now on the outside here, looking for some things of his choosing. Scouts around the ring. Now he digs right underneath here, and I think he's got something that he wants. And, oh, yes, there he goes. Bringing in the trash. And he's going to bring it in here the hard way. Oh, no, wait, Rex Atkins, he had an idea here. And now Atkins throws the table right on top of Mike McGee. Hold on a second here. Atkins now with a shot. Wait a minute. It's country style OSPW way here. The guitar comes in. But now McGee takes a shot. Atkins with the garbage can in hand here. Shot to the head that time, and McGee feeling it on that one as now he goes down hard. And now Atkins taking advantage of it here. He's got him all set here. Now he's taunting the crowd here as he gives a couple of shots to Mike McGee right in front of us here. Open hand shot that time to the chest of Mike McGee. And now Atkins putting him up. McGee finding a way to try to come back here. Puts the garbage can on top and into the back right now. And now he's getting all set here. McGee brings the can inside. Atkins not knowing where he's at here, trying to have security help him out here, but that's not going to do any good. As McGee gives him a shot. Looking to set him up once again, and now Atkins trying to run away, and McGee's got the chair. Oh, he missed on that one here. And all of a sudden running around, and Ashleigh Vayda here, also on the outside here for Rex Atkins. Wait a minute, Atkins with the guitar in hand. There's a shot, and he goes up and down, and there goes McGee. Timbers, he brings his shot down, and now Atkins, here it is, last man standing. As now, referee Jonathan Ash puts the count on. And now, Atkins with a piece of the guitar here, digging it into the forehead of Mike McGee. And now McGee now feeling some pain here, is trying to find a way to counter here. Atkins sets up McGee. Irish whip coming off. Shot to the midsection. Atkins, Russian leg sweep that time, takes down McGee. And now Atkins asking the referee to put the count on. So if he doesn't make it to the count here, it will be Rex Atkins, your new hardcore champ. No pinfalls in this one. We're up to 5. You got to make it to the count of 10. We're up to 6 right now. Jonathan Nash making the count here. 7 count. But wait a minute. all of a sudden, Big J, once Atkins comes back in, then the count has to break and we continue.
Exactly. I don't know about you, but you hear these fans here in Buffalo, they want blood.
Well, it's hardcore, the way it should be. Yet right now, Atkins showing some great technical maneuvers. Brings suplex that time, brings him down here. And Jazz, I mean, you think it's just a matter of time here, but McGee has been known in the past to spew a bit of his blood, but now Atkins here, needing that opportunity here to maybe kind of come in when McGee is down here and take full advantage of this.
That's not blood. That's 98% alcohol, Bruiser, and you know it. Tell it like it is.
Now, there you go. The folks said
90%. Last time I had a feeling it was like 98% with McGee.
Well, McGee, whatever it takes to try to get him all juiced up for this, it's paid dividends to him in the past. But wait a minute, he's got the garbage can, and it's labeled where things shouldn't be labeled, and the chair shot compounds the damage done to Rex Atkins. And now McGee, here's his opportunity now. Last man standing match here. Comes out again with the garbage can, and Atkins now, he's down. I think this should be an opportunity here. Yep, exactly. Jonathan Ash going to put the count to Atkins. Ashleigh Vayda at ringside here. Wait a minute, no. All of a sudden, can you understand that? Now Mike McGee breaking up the count here when he should very well know that he needs to get that 10 count to retain the title.
Well, that's what I mean. For a veteran, he's let this kid get under him to a point where he's not even thinking about winning matches, Bruiser. He just wants to hurt this kid in the worst way.
Now this cost him actually last month here, Jazz, and as well, Big J. McGee, he actually had himself at Atkins right where he wanted him, but he kept pulling him up instead of getting the 3 count, and he could have won it right there. So Atkins ended up landing one of his moves and had a chair shot, and he secured the victory, and that's why we had this rematch. But it looks like once again, Mike McGee. Oh no, wait a minute now, Ashleigh Vayda here, kind of holding things back here and weakening McGee a little bit. As Atkins now comes over. Great point there by Jazz, and now great side suplex that time by the native from Crystal Beach, Ontario. And now McGee's down in the count by Jonathan Ash gets put to Mike McGee here, and you can see Rex Atkins giving the fans here their one-finger salute and saying hello. Wait a minute, stop to the midsection that time by Atkins. Now again, Atkins trying to set something up with the garbage can, doesn't do so. He'll take care of it old school style. Couple of rights to the forehead of Mike McGee. McGee tries to counter with one of his own. And now, both men in the middle of the ring exchanging blows. McGee with Atkins, Irish whip. Coming off, drop kick that time, and Atkins goes down. And now McGee crawls to the outside. Looks like more tools are going to come into play here in this hardcore match. Last man standing. Jonathan Ash now putting the count to Ashleigh Vayda here. Again saying hello, the new ladies champion here. Wait a minute, to the other side now. McGee with a shot on Atkins here, and I don't know if that was advantageous for Ashleigh Vayda to interfere that time because McGee got the worst end of that one.
That is correct. McGee's just trying to dish out as much punishment as he can. Even though he got the worst end of that on that one Atkins did, McGee is going to dish out as much as he can. Like you said, he's trying to let the kid get under his skin. McGee, being a veteran, should not allow this. He should stop and think.
Wait a minute, here he goes. We come right back in. McGee now takes a chair shot to the head by Atkins, and he goes down hard that time. And now McGee laid out in the count being put to him. We're up to a 3 count here. So Atkins, all he has to do really is sit back and let him count it out. Right now he's taunting Mike McGee here, and again, that's that style of Rex Atkins. As he perches over him and gives him a couple of shots here. Now, wait a minute, Jonathan Ash is going to have to break up the count because Atkins here, all he did is put his hands on him, and the match would continue. Now, Rex Atkins here. Set him up here. Great maneuver that time. Samoan carryover as it brings down Mike McGee. And now All of a sudden, the tables have turned once again. And now you can see it this time. The referee putting the count on. Looks like both men this time, Jazz, so it could be either way in this moment.
I want to test something. Happy hour. No, Mike didn't get up.
All right, Bruiser, I thought that might have helped just by if I said happy hour, Mike might have jumped up, but...
Now he's still down there, but Atkins here staying on top of the action. And now Atkins with a shot that brings Mike McGee down, the hardcore champion. Now setting him up here once again. Wait a minute. McGee is laid out on top of that chair here. And look at this. Oh, all of a sudden, one of the fans wanted to bring in some type of appendage to use, but Atkins didn't want anything to do with it. He's got McGee in the chair. Concerto shot to the head that time with Atkins down. He's going to do this again? 2 in a row that time. And the ringing of the ears that time is McGee. In pain, and now once again, Jonathan Ash putting the count. All it takes is up to 10, and it's going to be over. We're in a 3 count. And now Atkins sitting back here. He's the man that's standing right now.
Let me try it. Happy hour. No, Mike still didn't get up.
Jeez, that's brutal. That's brutal. It's working on it.
I'll do you one better. Free alcohol, Mike!
He's still not going over well. He's still got to keep his wits about him here, folks. And
He came back. Mike is coming back, folks. He's coming back on Rex Atkins.
he heard something in that part of it, I'll tell you.
My name is Mike. Do I get free alcohol?
And see, Mike, one of the hardcore OSPW fans here looking for some booze somewhere. I don't know. Nonetheless, back to the action in the ring. As here you can see, Rex Atkins here. Setting up Mike McGee here. Poised at the OSPW Hardcore Championship. Here's a great opportunity. Throws McGee in. Great takeover. Tobin over that time and now comes down hard. And McGee, his head hitting on the top of that chair. Both men down again, and Jonathan Ash putting the count to both men. They both stay standing. Here we go. Atkins, forearms, or actually close fist shot. Back and forth this time. McGee taking the punishment. Couple of lefts here. Big elbow that time by Atkins here. And now McGee down in the corner. There's going to be a tough one here to go by. As you can see now, McGee coming back with an elbow of his own. And now, trash can in hand. Over to the youngster. Rex Atkins, the veteran. McGee pulling a top cap this time as he's got the can. All of a sudden over Rex Atkins here. Just like last month, now he wants to make sure he takes advantage of what he's done and finish the job. Big chair shot that time, and Atkins goes down. And now Jonathan Ash putting the count down, but wait a minute. Mike McGee goes down as well here. All he had to do is stay standing, and all the count would have just been for Rex Atkins, but now he's got to put it to both here. Referee Ash now up to a 5 count here, Big J.
I don't know if McGee's hurt or he's drunk, because I can smell the blood alcohol content from here. This could be a very close match right here now.
I don't know, Jazz, I don't know if you concur with that one, but all of a sudden you can see, wait, McGee has made his way up. And wait a minute. They have it all set up. Ring the bell. We have the count. And we do. We have a decision here. Let's get the final decision at ringside. Has been continuing as the OSPW Hardcore Champion, but Super Beast has made his way into the ring. And congratulates him on his victory here. So there you go. Let's hear for him, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing the OSPW. Hold on, sir. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Super Beast out here with the Singapore King. Taking care of Mike McGee here, folks. We're going to some folks in the back here. My goodness, Super Beast now. Oh, a shot to the head that time with McGee now. He's in trouble here. Atkins, Ashleigh Vayda at ringside here. Hey, Super Beast, we talked about this earlier.